But if we don't choose to take the first step to do it, we will never know whether we understand or not. Also, I think the very, very important information and message that Beata wants us to understand is this word called do. Because of this, I think we should give Beata a big round of applause. You see how Hungary started? It is not they struggle in their market and then they started. They have to travel all the way to Czech, to Asia, replicate the system and bring it back to Hungary to have this system in place for Hungary, this market. And because this is something that is duplicable, the next speaker, to be honest, but to do it, it sounds like it's a very easy thing. I just have to learn, I just have to go back and do. But the next speaker, she's also our only speaker from Germany. For her to travel all the way to Hungary, it takes at least 10 hours of car journey. And it's not like she comes once a month, very, very regularly. She will have to drive down from Germany to Hungary. And same situation, I got to know her, it was really interesting. She didn't start off as someone that is rich. I remember they were still driving a very normal car. And she had to travel all the way down to Hungary in the winter with no air conditioning, or rather heater. For us in Singapore, we call it air conditioning. But for people in Europe, heater is very important. Normally, if it's this case without heater, we probably would have cancelled the trip. But for her, because whatever she sees in Europe that is happening in Czech, in Poland and Hungary, she wished to duplicate the same thing in Germany. So, bearing this cold weather in a car with no heater, she traveled to Hungary and back, and to Hungary and back. So, today she is the only speaker that is representing Germany. So, without further ado, let us give the biggest round of applause to our team, Elite Phoenix Carmen.
Hello. Guten Tag. This is my German language. Guten Tag. I have been asked by the company to do my speech in English.
Wow. Good. Very good. No need to listen. Thank you.
Not so easy, but how could I say no? I'm trying. Okay. So please. If I don't find the right words, help me. Okay. So I think you see my picture and you see my name, Team Elite Phoenix. And to be honest, when I started here in Riway, I had big plans because I saw here is really something possible. But I did not really go further in my thoughts to reach Pavo or Phoenix or Pegasus. I thought, okay, one day you might reach. And when I started, I just worked. I did not look for how many people do I need, how many contracts I have to do, how many events I have to go. I just did it. Whatever I was asked, I did it. And I was always working hard. And as my speakers before, especially Konrad, I also have the experience that working hard is not always guaranteeing having a, because there are always people who are using other people. They're using their power, their time, their talent to fill their own pockets, and at the end they are gone, rich, and you are there crying. So I know what it means to be down on the floor, having nothing anymore. And it was about 2.5 years ago when I got the call of a friend, George. I know many people here know George. And he called me and he said, Carmen, there is something we should have a look at. And when I saw that company, I thought, okay, everybody in black? What is this? Is this a cult? Because in Germany, you know, we only wear black by funerals. So I was a bit. But when George told me about they have with their product, and they had only one product, wow. So I was really curious to feel more about the company, because I always have to feel something. I cannot just make decision by reading something. I have to feel, I have to see the people. So when George called me and he said, super company, super product, I said, okay, who is ruling all of this? I want to know who's the boss. Because when you know who is ruling a company, you might be able to see in what direction it might go. So this was for me the second important thing. First the product, and then who is the boss. And I found out very fast when I traveled to Asia, when I talked to other people there, I found out that we have a really, really special boss. And I really want to give a great applause to our boss, Mr. Lee. I was in January visiting Singapore, and we had a meeting in Boss House. I was invited, was very honored, because normally only Pegasus and above can reach. So I'm still Phoenix. Okay, I follow. And then we were sitting there in his office, and we were talking about the event. And then he mentioned that there will be 5 speakers, and I was doing my notes, and I was waiting for the names. And then he mentioned Madonna. Okay, Madonna, Pegasus. I wrote it down. And then all of a sudden, he said, and the next speaker, Germany, Carmen. And I was so in a positive shock. Thank you again. Because I first thought, did I hear my name? Was this my name? So I'm really, really grateful to have this chance. Not even be a Pegasus, but be on the stage of Riway International and give what I found out about this company and what I have as an experience for my topics. I'm proud to share this with you today in English. Okay, let me see. This is a nice picture we have done in Warsaw. Yes. And when I'm in all of these teachings and events of company, for me it's a very important thing that everybody is so friendly, open, helpful, just nice people. I never heard one bad word or an angry word, nothing. Everybody is so from the heart, supporting, and even Mr. Lim is always open to give you a hand and share a photo with you. So this is a very nice gesture if you have people which are willing to join a company, but maybe not knowing if they can trust. But if you have this close contact, it's always very helpful. And of course, Ivy, very, very nice person. I really love her. She also has a dog, so we can always share some things about our dogs also. Very helpful, very nice, very lovely. Thank you, Ivy. And this was the situation in Singapore a few weeks ago, when I have been told, you're on stage. So this was really nice, and I will thank everybody, also Dato Kenny and also Jaden, because I know that these are all also the decision makers. And I will thank them really for giving me this trust and let me be on the stage for today. And also a very great thank to David. David is such a beautiful person. Thank you, David. Team 37 founder. Yes, please an applause for David. Every time we go to Singapore, we are invited to his house. And I think a lot of people here in the room have been already in David's house. Always friendly, always family. So this is really a very special thing in Riway International, that we have everywhere friends and people who support us. And of course now, our big daddy for Europe, it's Jaden, and he is such a support. Without him, who knows what would happen here. But Jaden is such a straight, loving, intelligent, helping person, and we all in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, we really love Jaden, because he is always giving us ideas, he's giving us support, he's giving us some direction, he's helping us with his experience, sharing everything with us, because we also want to go big in Germany. So this is really a good thing to have him, and hopefully soon have him in Germany. And here we have Jolie. Also a big applause for Jolie, and of course for David, please. With Jolie, I don't know where it was, I think in Dubai. In Dubai I was sitting down with Jolie, and it was so impressive how he could explain to me the business. He's like a computer. He's so intelligent. He's giving me the numbers. If you do this and this and this and this, then you get that and that and that. That was really impressive. And one day, I want to be like you, explaining everything so fast. Same like David. Yes, we really love to work with Riway because we have the best product, we have the most stable company, and we have people who help us with everything. And I don't know if we are already far in Germany or if we are slow, but we do what we can. And now we had last week, Saturday, our first Team 37 event in Munich. Yes, Germany, Austria. That was really something. That was really something. That was, yeah, a lot of preparation. We had a very nice room already for a few hundred people. Everything was planned in detail. And then all of a sudden they called us, oh no, they cannot give us the room. 1 week before the event. 1 week before. So I was in shock. I almost got a heart attack. So what can I do? First thing, I cannot cancel. I have to find a way. So I did, and we found a very beautiful hotel in Munich. It was not 4-star, okay, we had to jump, it was 5-star, but it was not easy to get another room in that short time. So we did what we could, and we managed, and we had about 300 people almost in the first 37 event in Germany. Big applause to our team also. So, I got not only one topic, I got 3 topics. And then I was thinking, okay, why 3? But when I was working on it, I found out, actually these 3 are like one. It all connects to each other. So, the topics are find talent, teach talent, and retain talent. So what is this? I think this is the shortcut of what we do. It's our business. We have to find people who join us and follow us. We have to teach them, and we have to keep them. So how are we going to do that? So maybe I start with myself. How was I starting? So some might know these pictures, because like Dixie mentioned before, this is my car, or it was my car, it was. And when I got the call from George 2.5 years ago, I felt this is my thing I want to do. This is a company I was waiting for almost 30 years. Because since 30 years, I was always going around the globe, always looking for certain things to help people in the field of health, in the fields of healing, in the fields of consciousness. So this was always my thing, and I was researching the whole globe. So when George called me, I had the feeling, okay, this could be it, what I was looking 30 years for. So when he called me, and I found out, okay, it looks good, I said, yes, I want to join. Then I was invited to Pavel, to Czech Republic for the opening of the first office. But I was not there. Why? Because Corona came and it struck me down to the floor. I could not even walk anymore, I could not stand, I could do nothing anymore. I thought, girl, that was it. And I did not know if I could survive. It took me almost 3 months to be able to walk straight again. I had a lot of heart problems. I could not really do anything without the feeling that my heart was jumping out of my body. So I said, okay, I was now sick for so many weeks, but I want to work with Riway. This was always my goal. When I was lying in bed, almost dying, I thought, I want to do Riway. This is my thing. So this helped me also to keep the focus. And when I got better, I called George and I said, George, okay, let's do it. But my situation that time, not only that I was really sick, my situation was like the speakers before, that I had nothing anymore. I was working so hard for another company. I spent almost 6 years. And I had another goal. I wanted to write a book because my life is kind of special, so I want to put it in a book. And in that company, I collected all my commission on the account, on the company account. And I said, okay, if I have 100,000 euro, I can make a break for about a year and write my book. So I was already about 90,000 something. And then Corona came, and the company broke down. And how you call it when a company finished? We call it Insolvenz in Germany. Just finished, nothing there anymore. So they even took my commission. So I worked 6 years for nothing. That was my situation. So how could I join Riway? 7 sets, team 37, okay, how can I make it? Somehow I managed. I called some friends, which I know they are correct people, nice people, and they are also in the field of health. I called them, since I was the first and only in Germany, and I said, listen, you will not have heard of what I'm talking now, but I can promise you this is something really special. So within a few hours, I had my 7 people together. I brought the money to George. We were meeting in Austria halfway, I remember. So this is how I started. I still drove the old car, yes, but I loved it. It's an Explorer, a Ford Explorer. And with this car, I started traveling through all Germany. Since I was the first one and the only. So I went from one town to the other, and I did some speeches. I was talking about Purtier. And within a few weeks, I had a really nice team together. And I thought by myself, okay, just work hard. Don't look right, don't look left. Just work. Because I wanted to get out of this situation of having nothing anymore. So after a few weeks, I still didn't have access to my back office. I did not know how much money was there. But after about 8-9 weeks, I could enter my back office. And before I did that, I thought, oh God, please help. If I have at least 10,000 on my account, then I'm out of the most worst situation and I can move again. I can start live again. So I opened my back office and it was not 10,000. It was 80,000. So I was so happy, so happy. And then I realized, okay, if you do something in this company, you will get it back double, triple, 10 times more. And it gave me so much motivation to go further. And then all of a sudden, I did not look for 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. All of a sudden, I was Phoenix. I think after 5 months, 5-6 months, I was Phoenix, so okay. Yeah, that were times, yes. So I thought, okay, if I can do it, others can do it. And I was talking to my friends and partners, and we had big plans. And we wanted to go everywhere, France, Italy, everywhere. But then we got told, stay in Germany. Just do one thing. So we did that. Now we have a nice, stable team. And I want to hear you. Germany, Austria, Switzerland. That's my team, and I'm very proud, very thankful that they were following me all the way here to Budapest. Because they always say, Carmen, when are we going to do all of these teachings in Germany? And I said, okay, you have to travel a few more times, then maybe it will happen soon. Good. Thank you again, team. So, the first point, what we are talking about now, is how to find talent. Can we find talent? Yes, everybody has a talent. So how do we find the talent? How do we find the people who want to work with us? And where do we find them? I'm sure most of the people in this room know how to do their job. But we also have new people not even joined yet. So maybe give them an idea how to find people. We can go to events where they talk about certain things of health. For example, there are the people who are interested in health anyway. We can see if we have people in our list who have networks already. They work in networks. Very good chance you will find somebody who says, oh, that's an interesting product. Let's have a look at it. And they might join and bring their whole network in already. We have friends, we have family, we can go to the events. We have to go out, of course, talk to people. And yeah, being active, I think, is a big key in our job. Be active, don't give up, just move. Then you can have people who give recommendation, and yourself, of course, have to look attractive, have to look nice, that people see, okay, I can trust this person, is clear, clean, in order, okay, I'm gonna join. You have to be convinced about the product. You have to be convinced for the company. So if you have not started yet, or you are just a beginner, clear all the questions you have. Go to your upline, ask everything you need. You will always get an answer. We have to find out what goals our partners have. Why should they move? What is enough motivation for them to work also Saturday and Sunday? What could be a goal to them that they say, okay, let's do this for a year or two, and then let's see what happens. You have to find out their goals. That's very important. Remind them. Keep them on track with their own goals. Because this is why they're gonna move, this is why they wanna work. Some do not have enough money. A lot of people like me and Beata, we started with almost nothing. And I think the situation out there is having a lot of people in the same, that they don't have enough money. For them, it's very difficult to be there for the family in a way they would like to be, for their children. So if you give them a chance to see what's possible here in Riway, you will have friends forever, because you bring them up out from nothing to everything they can achieve. So please, a big applause to that company again, because I cannot thank enough for having a chance like that. Of course, you can also find talents in social medias. You can look on Facebook and whatever. You can check some websites, you can have business cards you share with somebody, email addresses. There are a lot of ways to contact people. The thing is, here in Riway, it's not about a big number. You don't have to collect 100 or 500 people to be successful. And this is the good part. If you have 4, 5, 6 good people, you are out of everything already. So I think this is not so difficult to find 4, 5, 6 people for the beginning. Everybody can do that. everybody. And then you call the contacts, you make the list, of course, with your people. You go with them through the list, and you find out the people which they have the best feeling when they say, okay, I know this person is a good person, and then you do the calls with them. Find the right people for them. The sooner they are successful, the more they are motivated. What is the reason that people join us? Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's simply you. If people see you and people like you, people can feel that there is some energy driving you, that you know why you do it. This is being felt by the person next to you. So the first thing people join you might be you, yourself. Of course, we are here in Team 37, the most successful team in the whole company all over the world. And this is also a reason why people join us. Because we know how to do it. We are the biggest team, so no offense to other teams, 36, maybe some are here, I don't know. I'm sure there are also wonderful people, and yeah, you can try to override 37. So, of course, we have the best support from Jaden, the best support from the whole team, 37, and of course from the company itself, with all the meetings we have, all the events, all the speakers who share with us their experiences. And we can show our success. So you saw my old car before, when I did not have a heating system, going around Germany, freezing, because it was -2 degrees, and I had my little dog with me, and George shared the car. So we were borrowing the dog, having it on the lap to get some heat from the dog. 5 minutes me, 5 minutes him. So this is how we survived all these trips. But now, you can look outside. One of the black S-Class Mercedes is mine now. You're all gonna have a Mercedes. So, the next reason why people might join you is because they feel that you will care for them, that you take care for everything. You teach them, you look after them, you tell them everything you know, you give them the right information, you invite them or kick them to the next event, because this is the most important thing. Bring them to all the events, care for them, and make sure they understand the philosophy of this company. Teach talent, very important. It's also important that you give them the feeling that they know everything, that they can do this job. Give them all your experiences. Be there for them day and night. Don't leave them out and say, hey, it's your business, you have to look how to do it. Just support them, ask them if they have everything they need. Do some calls with them, especially in the beginning, so they have their first success, that they feel it's not so difficult to do this here. Support them. Maybe you call some numbers where they are a bit too shy to call. Show them what are the right words, that people understand what we have in our hands here. And they will copy you, they will follow you, they will do the same. And if you have people in your lines which are how you say, if they don't have mom and dad anymore, if they are abandoned, if there is no upline anymore taking care. So I also did that I really looked for somebody who wants to work, but they don't have an upline anymore. Nobody who takes care. So I went there and I have one lady, she was abandoned, nobody took care for her. So I grabbed her and now she's Pablo, Gita. And this is how you can take care for your team. How you teach your people that they also look after the team which has no upline anymore. Be sure that everybody gets the information, that everybody gets some motivation. Ask them, what is your next step? What is the thing why you work for it? Of course we want to help people. But some people also have to help themselves first to get on their feet again. So explain to them what they have to do to have, let's say, 2,000 euro, $5,000, whatever they need. Give them a picture, what they have to do to accomplish the first step. Very important. Teach them the model how to duplicate. So if they had their first success, keep them going. Because then the locomotive starts moving. Keep them going, help them to get the next success. And as soon as they understand and feel, wow, it's really working. I have money in my pocket now. I can pay my bills. I can buy my children some things which I could not do before, so that they are happy. And then their surrounding will feel something changed. What happened there? So they have other people who might be interested in working with us. Very important that we teach them the culture of Riway. I'm sure you also have seen and felt that everybody working here in Riway and for Riway, the staff, the people who are doing the job in the front, people who do the job in the back, they are always friendly, always patient. And even if we do the stupidest things, they are still nice. They helping. So please, big applause to all the staff here. Thank you, thank you. This was actually one of a big reason why I joined this company. Because I feel something different here. Different in a very positive way. That people are always smiling. Even on my first event, it was in Bangkok, in Thailand. I was looking around and I thought, wow, everybody's smiling, everybody's happy, everybody looking good, something is different here. And it was my first event about 2 years ago, and everybody wanted to make a photo. Photo, because I was blonde, so I felt like a very rare animal in the zoo. Everybody wanted to make photo. Even on the dinner, I wanted to put my fork, oh man, photo. I could not eat. Okay, 2 photos. That was very funny. Okay, so the culture of Riway is very friendly, very transparent, open, very supporting, and let people feel that this is something which we are proud of. Because this is how we are, this is how we want to have it, so we want to give it also to others. Also very important is that people get the right information in the right time. So make sure that the line for information goes down all the way to your people. That everybody has the same information. That everybody knows when is the next event. That people can invite people and grow with you, for you. We had the point already to find the goals. Why people gonna move? What is their goal? they're going to work for. A very, very important thing is having respect. Sometimes we have people, they are not so fast. Sometimes we have people, they need everything in a written form. They need lists. They need some numbers. They need to see it. For me, this was never important. I heard from the product, I understood what it is, I saw the company, and I moved. I needed nothing. But there are people, they need it. So for now, we have all this. Give them the support in form of a Zoom call, give them a presentation, give them some paper where they have the most important points to read, so they feel safe, and then they can also go to the next one, trying to get him to work with us. So information is a very, very important thing. And of course, being the example. People want to look up on you. People want to know, okay, if I spend my time, and maybe also some money, where can I reach? So hopefully you can be somebody people can look up at. That they say, okay, I want to be like him, or I want to be like her. When I started in Riway, I thought, okay, maybe one day in a few years, we're gonna be on stage, maybe. And now it's about 2 years, and we have this wonderful event here, and I did not think that I'm in 2 years on a stage like that, so. So me, I'm the example. You can tell people, hey, just go for 2 years, do it for 2 years, and you are up. Because the company is watching you. The company is watching you everywhere. They know who you are. They know if you mean well. They know if you are really going for what you have in your mind. If you really see your goal, and if you do everything for it. They feel it, they see it. And they will support you. They will find you. And they will help you to reach there. Of course, the guidelines of Riway, almost everybody in this room knows about it. It's always good to have a certain culture where everybody feels well. And I really appreciate this. It's a very nice thing. Everybody so polite. This is really helping. If you make a mistake, there is nobody shouting at you, nobody blaming you. And I love this culture. It's really very special because in Germany we are different. In Germany, we bring it on the table, we talk about it, and then we find a solution. But here, the Asian way, much nicer. They don't throw it in your face, hey, you made a mistake. They just work on the solution, try to make it better. Very nice, very nice. Thank you. So how are we going to retain talent? What can we do that people stay with us? Because, of course, if we have built up something, it should be stable. It's a very difficult part to be successful also in keeping people, because they come and go. So how can we keep the talents with us? We have to give them some success. We have to help them to be successful. We have to keep them in their motivation. And if they have reached a goal, help them to find another one. Maybe it was, instead of the old car, a nice new car. So the next motivation could be a nice house. So the whole family can live together, whatever they want to have. It's very important also to be very generous to your partners. If you are somewhere on an event, maybe in Kuala Lumpur or in Taiwan, just invite them to go by taxi with you. You pay the taxi. Go eat something with them. Go drink something with them. Just invite them. Be generous. Make them feel that you are there for them. And be an example how they gonna do a bit later to their people. Then try to do some activities together. It could be events, it could be some travel, whatever you feel that your people would like to do. Find something to bring them together. Find something that you can work together, and it's bonding. Even problems can be bonding. Try to find solutions together. Okay, make money is a very good reason to stay. And there is one really important point nobody should fail. Come to all events. Come to all events. Me, myself, I was in all events. I did not miss one, no matter where it was. I just was there, even if I was alone, the only one that I was there, always, always. So this is very important, not only for the information you're getting there, but more important is to be in this family, to be in this energy, to soak it up and use it when you are home. This is very important, like in a gasoline station, but instead of gasoline, you're getting good vibes, motivation, maybe new testimonials you can use, friendship, laughter, everything what is positive. And this is good to have, right? So before I'm ending, I want to give you one story I got a few years ago. Don't follow the story, I just want to tell you the story because it shows that sometimes if we work with people, we cannot always be too nice. So I'm going to show you this story with a monk. There was a monk and he had some, how you say, disciples. And they were sitting one night around a fireplace out in the forest. And the monk was a very wise person. And he knew that his favorite monk, his favorite disciple, he had some karmic aspects which would have made him die in a short time. So he was thinking about how I can prevent him dying. What can I do to save him? And as they were sitting around the fireplace, the monk took a big wood which was burning. It was hot and burning. And he threw it on his favorite disciple and he cut him off the arm. So, why was that okay? Because the monk knew, if I do this, I took some karmic off, some negative karma, so he does not have to die. So what he did was, he hurt him, but he made him survive. So please don't do that to your people, please. But I only want to tell you, sometimes we have to be very strict, sometimes we have to be very clear, because only when you have your guidelines and people feel that you follow, then they have respect. And then they will join you and they will follow you. If you are always too nice, they mean you are weak. Sometimes it happens. So sometimes we have to be very straight, very strict, friendly, but straight. This is why I was telling you the story with the monk. So when you do things together, it could look like this. A little story, because when we were in Warsaw last time, everybody forgot about the flags. We didn't have a German flag. So when they called me in the evening, I was running into the stores and was collecting some materials, and I thought, okay, let's do some German flags. So we were sitting in a night shift in the hotel and preparing our flags, and we had the most beautiful flags the next day. So this is also bonding. Do something together with your people. So we had a lot of photographers, and they said, wow, nice flags you have here. So we were successful. Yes, thank you for my team. And also this can be something you can do together. We were traveling to Singapore, and from Singapore to Malaysia to pick up some stocks there. And it's a nice thing to do things together and be successful. This is keeping people with you because they see, okay, something is moving. They know themselves that they have to move, that they want to earn some money, that they have to earn some money, that they have to pay their bills. But you can help them to do it in a way that they feel safe, that they feel secure, and maybe sometimes also being happy, because there are also some funny situations always. So keep them with you, see where they are weak, force where they are strong, and help them if they don't know how to go the right way. So I'm gonna show you a nice little video. I think this little video shows it all. You are the one helping others, and even if they crawl all over you, just help them to get up on the top. Even if they override you, just help them. You are the one making the success for yourself, for your people, and for Riway. So it was a great honor for me to share this with you. Thanks a lot to Riway staff, to Mr. Lim. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Germany. Where is Germany? Can we once again please give Carmen from Germany a big round of applause? You see, this topic, to me, I find it very interesting because it's talking about talent. What exactly is talent? Actually, if we really pay attention to what Carmen has shared, it is not so simple whereby when I join this company, I need to find talent. I need to find talent from different places that can allow me to be successful in this company. Because is it easy to find talent? I don't think it's easy to find talent. Let me give you an example. What is considered a talent? Is our boss, Mr. Lim, a talent? Is he a talent? Today, hang on. Today, if I want to sponsor Mr. Lim to be my downline, is it easy? he will ask this question, why? Why should I be your downline? And I think this is a very important question. We need to ask ourselves, why I cannot sponsor people like Mr. Lim or even our Draco Seat of Honor Celeste? Will they be willing to become our downline? Most probably not. But when then we have this courage to say that I'm very confident these people will join me, that is when I have prepared myself to be worthy, to be of someone that is important. Am I right? So from Carmen's sharing earlier on, based on her confidence, her happy expression, you can see very clearly that even though now Germany is still a very new market, but she is the talent of Germany. Let us once again give Carmen a round of applause. So we have reached another moment. This is the moment of recharging. It is the lunchtime. So same arrangement for Team Supreme and above, it will be behind. For the rest of us, stay put. There will be support crew that will be serving the food to your seat. And let's be back in an hour's time. Thank you very much.
Dear guests, the dining time is 1 hour. Please return to your seats before the event starts. Thank you for your cooperation.
Kedves vendégeink, most 1 óra ebédszünet következik. Kérjük, az ebéd végeztével foglaljanak helyet, hogy folytatódhasson a szeminárium. Köszönjük együttműködésüket!